Hey guys, welcome to Tommy Green TV, bringing you the latest in Arsenal footballing news and update. You've landed on the channel, you know the drill. Like, share, comment, all that jazz. Subscribe to my channel. Match day 34, West Ham v Arsenal, London derby, 1-0, 2-1 to the Gooners. I said 1-0, 2-1 to the Gooners. Come on, you Gooners, come on. We are picking up points. And honestly, this was a nervy game. I'm not even going to lie. It was one of those games where I literally I almost had a heart attack. Why? But you know what? We won dirty. We won ugly. We won in that manner. And you know what? This is the business end of the season, so I don't care how we won. I don't even want to know how we won. As long as we got 3 points before the next game against Leeds and Spurs didn't stay fourth, I'm gassed. And also, we have to remember that at the same time, we're now Everton won against Chelsea. So what? We're 3 points behind Chelsea now. Amazing. And all these little things that we're doing, we're picking up points here and there. It's making up for those 3 games that we lost against Crystal Palace, against those teams that we were supposed to beat that we didn't. We've picked up those points, and where we thought we would lose points now, so we're basically where we're meant to be, which is great, to be honest. I was very worried that, with pressure on Arsenal, these boys will kind of like buckle, because that's what they do best. Under pressure, they buckle, but they didn't. They picked up the check and they said, hey, here we go. I'm going to give out shout outs to a couple of players. First player I'm going to give a shout out to is Rob Holding, scoring your first goal. Your first Premier League goal in 81 appearances. That's mad. You haven't scored any goal. Not just scoring the goal, but the defensive work. When I saw that Ben White wasn't going to play, I was like, Jesus, what is going on here? And I was very, very worried. And especially when you saw their lineup. I think most Arsenal fans can agree. When we saw that lineup, we were like, oh God, it's about to go down. I think apart from maybe Souček and Antonio, they more or less played the full first team, But big up, Rob Holding came in, did his job defensively, was a rock at the back. And he helped us pick up the 3 points. That first goal was vital. Obviously, we conceded. I think that's more down to the defensiveness of Gabriel and Tavares. First of all, Tavares for letting that amount of space to be crossed in. And then, of course, Gabriel, what were you doing? I don't understand what you were doing. You literally turned your back while that shot was being taken. I get you don't want to handball and all that stuff. So that wasn't Rob Holding's fault, to be honest. But the defensive work, the defensive attitude and aptitude in that game was mad. They were moving mad. So yeah, I'm very happy for the boys. I'm very happy for the lads. I'm very happy that we were able to pick up the points that we needed, and Rob Holding was a vital part of that. I'm very happy for him. Another player I'm going to give recognition to is Eddie Nketiah. This brother worked his ass off. Forget work his ass off, because that's the bare minimum now as footballers. What you expect, you work your ass off. What do you expect? That's what you're paid for, So when I hear people say, "Oh, they work their ass off," yeah, any job you go to, you work your ass off. Do you know what I mean? So watching Eddie Nketiah do more in the game than just work his ass off was vital for me. He had shots in the game. That was vital. He was taking in shots. He was shooting, trying to curl the ball at the back of the net. That's something we haven't seen from Lacazette in such a long time. We always say, oh, Lacazette links up play, he holds the ball up. Well, Eddie did that. Eddie dropped into space. Eddie not only dropped into space, he marshaled, he ran. I think for me, where he is a bit raw, you can still see he's raw, is a couple of times when he had his moments, when he's collected the ball, we're going on a counter attack. He waits till either Saka or Martinelli, they start making the run before he goes into space. And these boys are rapid. Everybody knows, it's a pacey front line. So he's kind of a yard behind. in his attacking positioning inside the box. That was the only downside today to his game. Apart from that, he was shooting. He collected the ball from his half of the play and dragged the ball all the way in there and still had shots. I think this brother had about 6 shots today. 4 of them were so on target. When's the last time you've seen our strikers do that since Aubameyang? We haven't. So he's given a different dimension. And for me, he's earned his way into the team. I think this is the first time he's played 3 Premier League games in a row. And that says a lot because he's 22 now? 23 or something like that. So we can see the potential there. You can see that if he keeps on playing, he will score goals. He's a goal scorer. That's the shots he was taking. Some of the times he was a bit selfish. And I was like, wow, that is a striker right there. When the striker becomes selfish and they're desperate to score, that's a striker. That's a striker. So I'm very pleased for him. I'm very pleased that we're not sitting down here going, oh, he worked hard. No, he did more than that. He did what strikers were meant to do. So I'm very happy for him. Very, very happy for him. And the third player I'm going to give a shout out to is Mohamed Elneny. Brother, you know what? His contract is up at the end of the season. At this point in time, I'm not opposed to giving him a 2-year extension contract. He is a good squad player. And in the role that he's playing, the Thomas Partey role, he might not have the vision to play the same way as Partey does, but he's still adding. He's still doing what it is that he's supposed to do. And the one thing that he does better probably than Thomas Partey is the defensive side. Gets the ball, keeps it simple, keeps it ticking, and I've noticed it's not sideways anymore. It's forward movement, and he's doing that, and he's doing it well compared to previously how he was playing before, where he's playing in a pivot too, and it's sideways. This he's progressive. He's even taking shots. The way the system that Arteta has made, he is doing bits. He is doing bits, and you know what? Even if Thomas Partey was here now, he would give Partey a run for his money. He is consistent. Like I said, the only difference is that Partey's vision and his long-range passing are just that, not just that, but they're on a different level to him. So he'll be a good squad player. I'm not opposed to keeping him beyond the end of the season if we make the top 4. You also have to remember that we've got inexperienced players in the squad like Lokonga as well. So this can help with their development in terms of kind of being a role model and having leaders at the back in that position. So this it does a lot, to be honest. So yeah, his partner Xhaka was good as well today. Xhaka's just turned into a different player, and he had the armband today. I mean, I'm not in support of that, but he did bits today. And him having the armband, if you look, who else could have the armband on the pitch? I can't say Gabriel because he's just not, after Odegaard went off, I can't say Gabriel, and I can't really say anyone else, to be honest. You're looking at maybe Ramsdale, and I don't leave that pressure off. Xhaka plays well when there's no pressure. It's simple. But it's good to see a new player being born. But we need more. We need better. We can't complain. He's helped us gain the 3 points today. We know he's going to be there at the end of the season, so it is what it is. And credit to Arteta for getting it right. You can't complain, man, because one mistake and the fans are on your ass. We've got the chance for top 3. I suggest we take it with our hands. Chelsea are not particularly playing well at the moment. Spurs have got Liverpool next. We've got Leeds next at home. No excuses, man. No excuses. At this point, there's just no excuses. 4 games left, 4 finals. We have the opportunity to be 5 points ahead of Spurs by the weekend. No excuses, man. No excuses. Is what it is. Guys, you know the drill. Like, share, comment, and watch out for my player ratings in the next video.